It's 96.7 KCAL Rocks. We are at NAMM 2011. Give me those back.
I want to see how prepared you
I actually am pretty prepared. But we are at NAMM at the PV booth with Michael Anthony of Chickenfoot. Hi, how are you?
Good, I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm great. Happy New Year.
Thank you, same to you.
So you are at PV, in the PV booth this year. Why are you here?
I am endorsing PV at the moment. Actually, I kind of hooked up with PV through Joe Satriani a few years back when Chickenfoot was in the studio. We were working on our first CD, and I really liked what their product and everything, and I was looking to maybe do something different than what I had been using before. So we just kind of started talking. They sent me some equipment. I ended up helping R&D some new gear that they were putting out, and now here I am endorsing PV.
I'm sure it doesn't hurt to have the Michael Anthony name on a product.
Well, hopefully not. Hopefully I've been working all these years towards something. No, it's it's great that they wanted to have me on board. And they're really great people to work with.
Well, it's been a while since we've spoken. Last time I talked to you, you were about to go on the road for a reunion tour, and that was quite some time ago.
2004.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. And now you're with a totally different outfit in Chickenfoot. Tell me what's going on in the Chickenfoot world now.
Well, in the Chickenfoot world right now, we are actually in a couple of weeks, or end of January, we're getting ready to go back into the studio and start working on a new CD. And at this point in our lives, collectively in careers, we just want to go out. We want to have fun. Nobody in the band has anything to prove to anybody. And it's all about making music and having a great time. And it's great because, there's no pressure at all. And it's great that people enjoy what we're doing.
So are the songs written already?
We've actually demoed up a few songs. In 2010, we were able to get together. Everyone's always doing something different. So when we got the time we can all get together, we go in and we actually demoed out a few things. And then we've got a bunch more ideas. So we've got at least an album's worth of material to work on. So it gives plenty to do in the studio.
Do you get all giddy and excited when you know you're going to go back in the studio?
No, my daughter's over here shaking her head. Yes. No, it's great because we're all great friends, and that's probably the best thing about this whole band is that it's not like it's not like a business type of thing. We leave all that to the managers. We all just get in there and have a good time and play music. But yeah, I'm really excited about doing that because obviously after 30 years or whatever that I've been in the business, to be able to still go out there and have fun and make music, what more could I ask for?
Are you ever surprised at that? Did you think 30 years ago, I'm still going to be doing this?
Well, it's kind of funny because when we first, right before Van Halen signed our contract, people would tell us, the life of a rock band, if you can be on top for 5 years, that's a great career in this business. And back then, maybe it was because probably there were a lot more drugs being done or something. I don't know. But as time went on, and obviously Van Halen, we were never a band to follow any trends. We always did what we felt in our hearts to be good music. And when you're like that and you're not following, what's happening, what everybody else is doing out there, you kind of create your own path. And if people like it, then you can go as long as you want to go.
Well, and there was definitely a formula because it kept going, and then it switched, and then it still kept going.
Yeah, unfortunately, just like anything else, when you're with people for a long time, whether it be a marriage or, that's kind of a bad way to analogy there. But
apropos, really.
Yeah, but, people change, and as time go on, and, it unfortunately, everyone kind of started losing sight of why we're doing this, and it gets very corporate, like any other business or anything else in the entertainment business. And it's great to be doing this thing in Chickenfoot because we are just doing it just for the love of music.
Well, that kind of helps me segue into my next question was, when you first started with Van Halen, you were an unknown, an up-and-coming, you rose to the top, and now you are in a band that is in essence a supergroup where everybody already has a name for themselves. What are the benefits of that?
You know what? I really don't know if there are much as far as benefits. It's great as far as being known as a supergroup, and a lot of people that do that, they get together and form a so-called supergroup. They do it, it's like a one-time deal, and for the publicity and the money and play the arenas and whatever. And Chickenfoot, we knew, and we wanted this to be more than something like that. We wanted people to really enjoy the music. And when we toured a couple years ago, our first tour, we didn't play like huge arenas or whatever because we wanted to earn the fans' respect for the music that we were playing. And so we, in a sense, almost started at the beginning. So we weren't really doing a lot as far as the shows, but we were traveling in private jets. So we were able to do that. But no, we really want to earn the fans' respect and whatever. And and luckily the fans really like it too.
So, I just almost lost my train of thought. The bass playing, is it different? Have you had to change anything up with this new band?
Probably just the fact that you're playing and jamming with different musicians, like with Chad Smith being our drummer. It makes you sometimes hear things differently, and you do tend to play differently because when you're playing with certain people for years and years, you become so accustomed to that. That's great. You play with somebody else, and it's very fresh. And with Chickenfoot, it was just so new and different. It was like being in the first band I was ever in. And it does make you tend to play a little bit different. It's great because it inspires you to play different and try different things.
So when you get together with Joe and Chad and Sammy, does it feel like, okay, guys, it's time to work, or is it just like one big jam session?
No, when we get together, it's usually just one. We're just hanging out, having a good time, and then we say, well, you know what? We've been here for I don't know how long now. We better get some work done.
I can imagine.
No, but it's great because we just basically hang out and we'll play and we'll make music as long as we want, and we're not on any kind of time schedule as far as how our day goes. And so when we feel like we've done everything that we need to do, then we just go back to bullshit.
Are you sure it's as your day goes, or is it still the musician rock star thing where everything happens at night?
No, come on, Sammy. He's in bed by 8:30. No, I'm just kidding. No, well, when you're in the studio and you're working in that sense, you do kind of keep on a schedule. It's when we go out on tour, then everything starts happening at night. So your day kind of flip-flops around, and the nighttime becomes the day and the day becomes night.
So when you are not working with Chickenfoot and you have some downtime, do you go play with other people? Kind of like Slash, he's everywhere. Do you do stuff like that?
Yeah, every now and then I'll go out and I'll jam with different people, and I've guested on certain projects that people do. And then obviously I have my family too, so there's time when I try to just totally break away and, just kind of enjoy doing stuff with my family where I'm not even really, well, I'm always thinking about music, but where I'm not, doing anything that's connected with music. Are
you traveling with your family? I know you travel for work, but do you travel for pleasure?
Oh yeah, my daughter. So yeah, actually I have a big RV, and this is no joke. That's what and after I tour all year long or whatever, people go, you mean you get off, traveling on the plane and get off the bus and whatever, and you want to get right back on it? And I love doing that. I mean, I love just being outdoors and doing stuff connected with the outdoors. And so I've got myself a big diesel pushing RV, and we'll go and we'll go up along the coast, and actually it's very relaxing.
I'm just imagining you going to a rest stop in South Dakota and some guy in a Van Halen shirt walks in and sees you next to him.
No, they walk up next to me and they'll take one look and go, nah, that's not him. I get the old big truckers coming up to me and they go, hey, nice rig you got there, buddy,
So when I spoke to you last time, you had launched a hot sauce. Are you still doing that?
Yeah. Actually, we've been doing my hot sauce called Mad Anthony Hot Sauce, and I've got a couple of different hot sauces, spicy mustard and barbecue sauce, and we're working on some new things. So it's more of like a hobby. I don't plan on becoming a millionaire making hot sauce, but it's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing it.
Feel like an entrepreneur?
You know what? Only when we're having like a meeting where we have to discuss business things about the hot sauce. My daughter's going like this because I also actually with a local jewelry store, we come out with this with a Michael Anthony dog tag necklace that we just did. It's got my chili peppers on the front, and then of course you got to have my signature on it.
Well, see, Chad Smith's gonna want that.
And
It's got chili peppers on it.
Chad, well, Chad doesn't do anything on this smallest scale though. If Chad has one, it's gonna be like this, you know.
Kind of like Flava Flav's claws.
Yeah, there you go.
So, what are you ever surprised at anything that you see now on the road by fans or while you're touring? Does anything surprise you anymore?
You know, usually today on the road, anything that I see is very mild compared to how it was, you know, back in the days when there wasn't AIDS, there wasn't any sexual transmitted diseases. You know, when it was all sex, drugs, and rock and roll. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, it's weird because today when I go out on tour and I see bands, whatever. For the most part, everybody's like very healthy, and you know, I don't see any I don't see much Jack Daniels backstage anywhere. Kind of depressing. No.
And what are your wishes for 2011?
Just at Chickenfoot we go in and we do a new CD that we're all pleased with, and to be able to go back out on the road and have fun and, man, play for all the fans. That's what it's all about.
Well, we are looking forward to hearing the new one. I've got the first one, and it's great, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys out there. I didn't get to see you touring, but plan on being at the next one.
Great. You'll have to check it out. We'll be out there hopefully sometime 2011.
That's great. And one more thing, one final thing. My husband wants me to invite you to our house because he wants to jam with you.
Oh, really? What is your husband?
I'll make dinner.
What does your husband play? What
He
instrument?
plays guitar.
He plays guitar? Yeah, is he any good?
I think he's pretty good.
Are you a good cook?
I bring the hot sauce.
Well, okay, as long as we have the hot sauce, then maybe we'll talk about it.
No, I think I'm a decent cook, yeah.
Okay, well, we might have to discuss it then. I'll bring the hot sauce.
Definitely. All three flavors.
There you go.
Well, thank you so much.
Okay, it's a pleasure talking to you.
And